Hello everyone, so let's get right into it. First, you're going to push the cuticles with your good old cuticle pusher. Push, 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 get them ready. Next, you're going to clean the cuticles I'm using an electric file with a medium oval but Russian, yeah. You get what I'm trying to say. So first you're going to go to one direction and then you're going to switch on the machine, switch the direction in which the bit is rotating, and then you're going to go the other direction to clean the cuticles. This is very important. Don't overdo it. Don't overpush. Don't cause a ring of fire. Make sure that your hand is very light and your bit is parallel to the nail. The ring of fire is caused when you apply too much pressure and you overfile, and when you soak off the tip, there's like a huge dent in the middle of the nail. And we don't want that, so let's prevent it. Next, you're going to cut the cuticles. And do not cut any live skin. Do not overcut to prevent gel infections, which are really scary to deal with. Now we're just filing the nail bed just to remove the smooth top surface layer of the nail for better adherence of the gel, and so that the tips don't pop off, and so there is no lifting. This is important. Use a very light hand. You don't want to overfile and thin the nail down. This is simply just to roughen it up a bit. Then just brush off all the dusty particles. And I usually use a cleanser just to, double clean off the particles so that the nail is fresh and has no weird dusty thingies that can, stick to your gel and make it look rough, and we don't want that. This right here is your dehydrator. This is just going to remove all surface oils, any oils on the nails, so that can literally stand in the way between the perfect gel set, And after that, I just air it out a bit just to let it dry a little bit more. I don't know if it's all in my head, but I do this, okay? In my mind, it helps. And you see that there it is, ready, nice and dry and ready for your next. And this is primer. Primer is very important. This literally aids in the adherence of the gel. I know I've just mentioned lots of steps, but all of this is important, guys. If you don't want your nails to lift and to pop off very quickly, all this prep is necessary. Trust me. Trust me. No, for real though, trust me. This next step right here. So for this step, right, you can use clear rubber base. I've used one from Planet Nails before and it worked perfectly fine. But in this video, or what I use specifically most of the time, 90% of the time, is Supreme Nail Foundation, clear Supreme Nail Foundation from Mascara Nails. I just think it works perfectly. Mascara nail products are a bit pricey, but they are worth it because you are getting quality. It just does the things that need to be done. You're gonna cure that for 60 seconds. For the next part, you're going to have to file the inside of your tip and then use the same gel, the Supreme Nail Foundation, and just put a little bit and then, flood it just a little bit on the end, just like I do in the video. And you're going to slowly put it onto the nail. Don't put it directly at the edge of the cuticle. Leave a bit of a space so that you can blend it when you file it a little bit. So you're just going to start at a 45-degree angle and slowly let it down onto the nail bed. You don't have to move the finger this close to this is a flash cure lamp, okay? Because after you use this, you're going to put it into the big machine. But you don't have to put it for this long. I don't know why I was being so dramatic. But you see that little space over there? That space, you're going to blend the tip with the nail. Very important. Then you're going to put it in the big machine for another 60 seconds. But you only put it in the machine after doing all 5 fingers. That's the importance of the flash curing little machine thingy. This part is kind of important too. Be careful when you're cutting the tip. Make sure that you think twice before cutting. Otherwise, you might end up with one short tip, like shorter than the rest, and that's not cute to handle. But yeah, after you do your measurements properly and then you cut the tip, I'm just zooming it in for you so that you can see how I blend the tip with the natural nail. So it's got like a seamless finish. This part, guys, like I'm telling you, don't press it too hard, and like you have to be very light with your hand. You have to be very light because it's very easy to cause the ring of fire on this step as well, like a huge dent in the natural nail from just like over filing and pressing too hard. So try to keep a light hand and to keep your bed or sanding bed at like keep it parallel to the nail, you know, not too much of a 45-degree angle where like only the edge is filing. Just try and keep it as parallel as possible to the nail. And then I usually I usually file the rest of the tip. Most people don't do this. I've seen in like Gelxtutorial videos, they don't file the rest of the tip, but I always do. I just feel like it just helps. Okay, it helps. Peace of mind, very important. Then we use the good old nail brush again, brush off all the extra dust particles, and as you can see, it kind of looks like her own nail, you know. That's what we want. We need that. Kind of looks like her own nail, and some extra brushing, I don't know why, but it's necessary. Everything is necessary. Then I take a file, like a regular good old file, and I just shape the nail, the tip, because usually it's too like curved in or it's too like wide. I just caught myself using the word like a lot. Yeah, help. But yeah, just file it and get it to the perfect shape, nice and square. And she didn't want a sharp square. So after I file it like this, I think I round the edges just a little bit because she doesn't like it pointy square. This part is quite simple. It's quite straightforward. There's not too much thinking that goes into this, but again, be careful not to file it too short until it's like shorter than the rest, you know. Also keep that in mind. I've been there. It's not cute at all. File and file. I don't know why this part was so long, but I think it was important for me to show you. Yes. And then brush, remove the dust. And then we bring back my good old friend, the cleanser. Spray it with the cleanser. And do you see how clean that is? And then you brush off. Use a brush after you spray the cleanser. And look at that seamless finish between the natural nail this looks like her nail. This is her nail at this point. You can't tell me otherwise. Then next we're gonna use, I usually use mascara, but then this is also a very good brand. It's the Bling Girl, very, very affordable. And first layer, a nice thin layer. Make sure you paint it nice and neat. And cure it for 60 seconds. I don't always use this method. It just depends on the gel that I'm using, or it depends on how I want the nail to come out. But I'm using the, I don't even know what to call this method. I think there's a name for it, but I'm not sure. So I just take another bead, or not bead, but like another big drop of gel. Drop is weird, but anyway, of gel. And then I kind of just slowly drag it down the nail all the way to the edge of the nail. And then I use like a small detail brush to spread it along the cuticles. I repeat, I don't usually do this, especially when I use Mascara Supreme Nail Foundation in nude or something. I just paint 2 coats of thin layers and it's perfectly fine. So you can do that too. You can just paint 2 coats of thin layers. With this gel, I think it's a bit thin, so you can do 3 coats of you can do 3 coats of thin layers and it will still come out like really clean and neat. But for this one, I did this. I think I was trying it out to see if like it makes a huge difference, and it doesn't make a huge difference, but you can. Then you do your French if you're doing French tip nails, but I skip that part because you can do any design, you know. This isn't like a French tip nail tutorial. It is more just to show you how I do the whole gel X process. But yeah, you do your design. In this case, I did a French tip, and then top coat. I like this top coat. I got it from Dare Nails. It's like mega gloss. And this is the final finish before cuticle oil. Do your girl a favor and like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.